Okay, YouTube family, let's talk about it. It's your favorite girl. Okay, guys, so it's time to be messy. Who is ready for some messy news? Now, we all know a lot of SHIT has been going on since 2024 has came in with who? Diddy Boy. And baby, Diddy Boy is out with Stevie J, out with all his crew, you know, acting like nothing is going on. But what I don't understand is they raided 3 of his houses. The one in New York, allegedly, Miami, and in LA. And you mean to tell me they had his sons in handcuffs, but Diddy is just around taking pictures, you know, like it's nothing. So, you know, I saw where some other content creators were speaking on Kim Porter case is reopened. So I just, you know, I Google it because I wanted to see what is really going on with her case. Now, and I came across reopen the death investigation of Kim Porter on change.org. So somebody in November of last year decided to, you know, do a petition to have people sign to reopen the case. And it looks like so far they have 75 signatures. So when I find out about Kim Porter's death, I know I was home and I think I was on the Shade Room and it says Kim Porter. I was like, Kim Porter? I was like, that name sounds familiar. I wasn't registering. It wasn't registering to me that it was Diddy Boy baby mama. I didn't know until I look it up and I saw it was Kim Porter. Let me tell you, I shed a tear because I was like, no! I was hurt. I was really hurt by this whole situation. And you know the rumors have been, you know, spinning the block about Diddy Boy. But let's talk about Kim Porter's death, okay? So Porter died in November of 2018 in her Los Angeles home at the age of 47. Now, the cause of her death was ruled as lobar pneumonia, according to the Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner's coroner. Now, it was some people speculating back then that Diddy Boy, this is allegedly hired the medical examiner who ruled it to be pneumonia. And you know, Kimora Lee Simmons, which was her best friend, just always, you know, felt some type of way about Diddy Boy. Now, allegedly, Kim was working on a tell-all book and she was going to, you know, spill all Diddy Boy's secrets back in 2018. And allegedly that Diddy Boy had Kim followed, had her cars, her houses, even her cell phone tapped. He was like listening to the conversation. I don't know how true it is, but this is just word on the streets. But, you know, people have been speculating for a while that Diddy Boy did this to Kim Porter. And if he did, this is sad. Again, I feel horrible for the kids, especially Christian, because you could tell he loved his mama. You can go to his Instagram and just look how he talk about his mama, you know, especially when he say mama. You know, it's different between mom and mother, but when you hear somebody say mama, hey mama, that's some different shit. And it's sad. Hopefully we gonna get justice for Kim. But let's go back to this change.org.com. Now, like I said, I came across, you know, a petition to reopen Kim death case. Okay, so again, this petition was started by someone with the initials JT, and it says why this petition matters. Kim Porter's death has left many unanswered questions and a growing community seeking justice. Despite the initial investigation conclusion, significant discrepancies warrant a thorough re-examination. The lack of transparency and comprehensive inquiry into her case is deeply concerning, undermining public trust in our justice system. We urge the relevant authorities to reopen Kim Porter's death investigation, ensuring it is conducted with utmost diligence and integrity. This is not just about one individual. It's about upholding justice for all citizens. Please sign this petition to demand a fair and thorough reinvestigation into Kim Porter's untimely demise. Now, this is a sad situation, especially for her kids, you know, her daughters, her son. You know, she loved her kids. And we all know she had loved Diddy Boy. And she just wanted him to change. You know, she always wanted to be married. And I always thought they were a beautiful couple. And it was just so sad that this happened to her. Now, Diddy Boy, I already told y'all how I used to love me so Puff Daddy. Not no damn more. Because there's too much shit coming out about his ass. And you know what? Just seeing him on TV and in his videos and all this, you would not think this was the person who they talking about. Even though he had a record label, bad boy, I just never thought Diddy was a bad boy. You know? Like, this whole situation is just sad all together. I hope they truly do reopen this case so they can find out what really did happen to her. You know, for the sake of those kids, I'm hoping the way they said what happened, I hope it did happen, because it would just be heartbreaking to find out that their dad had something to do with the death of their mom, you know? This is just a sad, sad, sad situation, guys. But I believe if you do the crime, you must do the time. If he is found guilty, if they found any evidence that can link him to the death of Kim Porter, his ass needs to be prosecuted to the fullest. You didn't want the real Sean Combs to be exposed, because what y'all gotta understand, it's some reasoning behind all the name changes, because you don't know, he done went from Puff to Puff Daddy to what, Diddy to P Diddy to Brother Love. You know, all these changes of the names. Was he trying to reinvent himself because he know he's been doing a lot of shady shit? You know, Kim was probably going to expose who Sean Combs really is. And at the time, he didn't want y'all to know. He did not want y'all to know. So she was silenced, allegedly. But again, I hope what they say on the autopsy is what actually happened. Because again, this would be hurtful to find out this man has something to do with her death. But you know what y'all got to understand? What you do in the dark must come to the light, and he will be exposed. Now, I did come across this psychic, and she goes by the name of Sloan Bella, and she predicted a lot of stuff about Diddy. And I'm going to leave you guys with this clip, and I want you to drop down in the comments and tell me, what do y'all think about this whole situation that's going on with Diddy?
There's a complete and utter takedown of P. Diddy and his 3 right-hand men, okay? 3. So there's going to be a takedown that comes in with that, and he's going to try to step away. They're not done. If something comes up around Easter time in reference to him and other people accusing him, I feel it's going to be a continuation of dominoes until he can't take it anymore. And then there is a moving away, both in a physical sense and an energetic sense. But remember, they are shutting his mouth. He cannot speak. So that's coming up on him. Like, that's happening. They're literally, okay, energetically shutting his mouth. So he can't even defend himself. He won't even be able to speak. He is being sacrificed in favor of his mentor. So there is a mentor that did to him what he did to this current girlfriend and to Kim Porter and every other person that he's been around to take advantage of on an energetic level. He is now going to reap that. That is now happening to him because they don't want the person who groomed him to go down. And that guy hides in the background. There's a whole bunch of like political stuff going on. Like, there's political stuff. There's ties to this country, that country. The clothing is a front for something else. That clothing traveled all over the world. What happened as that clothing was traveling all over the world? That too is going to be rectified. There's a hierarchy going on here, and there's a total takedown of him. He is being sacrificed. So he may think he gets away with stuff. He may think it's cool he does what he does, but now he's the sacrificial lamb. And I do mean that. There's something that comes up with him in March, speaking of the lamb, during the Easter time frame, March, April, right in that time frame. That's why I said lamb. There's something else that's going to come up with him. We are not done. It is a complete takedown.